Hello, Instagram friends. Good morning. So I have been sharing a little bit more on Facebook lately because some of the lives I've been feeling called to do are a little bit longer. I've been doing some readings and I have not yet figured out how to upload more than 15 minutes onto Instagram. So hello to whoever is hopping on. So I wanted to go live here first. I'm kind of feeling torn between the platforms. And just so you know too, if you are interested in more content, I do typically, it doesn't always happen the same day, but like later that week, anything that I've shared to Facebook that's too long for Instagram, I do upload to my YouTube. So that's, you can watch it for free there if you want to get caught up on all the content. But I wanted to share with you guys today some physical effects I was having, because I know a lot of you are going to be going through this too, because I know as a leader and as a coach, a mentor, healer, all the things, I'm really good at walking my clients through this and speaking on that. But sometimes I don't open up and share exactly, like, what am I going through? How do I alchemize it for myself? And the thing is, it doesn't matter what you're going through. We all are experiencing this alignment work anchoring in the 5D is something that's a moment by moment thing we do. Welcome everyone. So today, this morning, I woke up and I had a lot of pain. Now, if you've been following my story, I shared that one of the things I healed was an autoimmune. I used to have cystic acne, I had an autoimmune, I had extreme back, neck, shoulder pain, problems with my knees, a lot of things. And as I did the inner alchemy, as I worked on healing my anxiety, healing my emotions, those things just naturally healed and went away on their own, because these are all symptoms that show up in your body as a response to chronic stress and anxiety, which we know is a byproduct of living out of alignment with our true authentic selves. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I have the window open, there's an airplane going by. So I've been feeling these energies, and let me know who else has been feeling these energies really strong lately. I know with the, everyone's talking about the Lionsgate portal. I've talked about it a little bit. I definitely was feeling those energies for like at least a week before, and I actually was feeling really good. So it's always funny. Sometimes like I'm feeling good during, and then after I'll have some of these symptoms. Welcome everyone joining. It's lovely to connect with you this morning. And so I woke up this morning with like neck down, extreme pain and tension. It felt like I got hit by a bus. And so I knew immediately, because this is not my normal state anymore. It used to be like 5 years ago, I would wake up like that every morning and it would last all day. And I was always going to the chiropractor, always going, getting massages, like just trying to get some relief. So, but here's the thing, when that shows up in me now, I know that I would, especially when I wake up like that, it's like my soul's processing something at a deep level. So I know that there are 3D conscious like ways of thinking, patterns that need to clear, that are coming up for me to clear, for me to alchemize, because there's obviously some sort of program going on that's not in alignment with 5D. It's not in alignment with like how I'm normally living. And of course, with all these energies, it's bringing things up at hyper speed. So I would love to know who else has been feeling like, something comes up, you clear it, you're good. Then something else comes up and it's just like knocking it out. And it's good to be in a good flow. Aligned Action Diva says, my arms were sore this morning for no reason. Yeah, well, there's always a reason. So the way I understand this and the way I lead my clients through this and lead myself through this is that whenever it's showing up, by the time something's showing up in the physical, it's because something's been shifting energetically. So anytime there's pain in the body, it's to me representing there's some form of resistance, right? And we know that's very in alignment with like 3D thinking. And so when you're ascending, when you're expanding, when you're raising your frequency, when you are expanding your consciousness, when you are, aligning to more, to bigger, your human's going to resist that until you alchemize the energy. So for me, what I wanted to share with you, so I woke up this morning in a lot of pain and I was like, okay, let me sit down and do my tools and the things I know to do. And I literally just sat down and tuned into my body. And I was like, what is this pain trying to tell me? And it was some old program. And I'm like, I don't actually believe this. And so I didn't even try to fight the program. I just tuned into my body. Because I know what it feels like when I'm tuned into my heart portal. So I just literally tuned into my heart space. And immediately the pain dissipated, and it was like where there was pain, it was warm and tingly, and it actually felt kind of hot. It felt really good. And I was like, this is so cool and crazy. And then I would I would tune in consciously into the pain, and old thoughts and programs would come up and the pain would be back. And then I would just go back. I was doing this kind of like a little experiment, right? And then I would just tune back into my heart, not even trying to think different thoughts, not even trying to really dissect what was going on, just sitting with it in my body, being really present and allowing it to be what it is. And just that difference of going between tuning into the pain, tuning into this idea that something's wrong, oh my gosh, there's an ailment, 3D programming, freak out, right? Like going from that, and then just switching to being in my heart space, to being in that. I can feel it now even when I talk about it, because I've been practicing this. So this is something that as you practice it, you know, the electromagnetic field of your heart is stronger than anything. It's the strongest in your body. So it has the power to alchemize things. It literally, the pain would just like, it would go from a sharp pain to warm. So this is one showing how what programs we're holding mentally, the belief systems have a very real physical effect in our body. And when you do the inner alchemy, you will experience the shift, and it's instantaneous. It might not be instantaneous while you're practicing, right? Everyone's at a different point. It definitely wasn't like that in the beginning for me. Like in the beginning, when I had really bad back pain and I was understanding that it was energetic, I would do things like, because I had a lot of stories that it was immobilizing, and so I wasn't moving my body. So I would just get out into nature and just go on these really nice, beautiful walking trails and just really take in nature. And I noticed that it would hurt until I forgot about it, until I got too wrapped up in nature. And then all of a sudden I realized I was pain-free. So I knew it was like just more mental. So I would like find little ways like that to ease into it. But now it's just a matter, it doesn't really come unless the pain comes when I know there's something clearing. So I know it's like, oh, I just need to tune into my heart, because that alchemizes it immediately. So that's what I wanted to share with you, because the more you practice this, you're going to learn and cultivate just the power of your heart space. And that is the portal. That is, I mean, because you are the portal. Your body is the vessel. And when you tune into your heart space, you're immediately present in your body. You can't be in your mind and your heart at the same time. So it's like the second you jump into your heart, you're immediately releasing resistance. You're immediately dissolving all of it. And so, you know, the physical pain, I like to think of that as resistance showing up in a physical way to get your attention. So the quickest way when you have physical pain is not necessarily to sit there and try to figure out where is it coming from, why. I mean, you can talk to it. It will tell you. You can have awareness around it, but you can also just jump into your heart space and let that alchemize it. And you'll be surprised at how strong your heart is and how quickly it can shift things for you in a physical level. And this is the work it takes to really embody, right? It's not like, oh, let me do a quantum meditation and visualize the timeline I'm going to jump into, and then it just all works. It's like, yes, you do that, but then it's like, who are you being every single moment in between? Because once you really decide where you're going, all the old shit that's not in alignment with that is going to come up. And it's not coming up because you're doing anything wrong. It's not coming up because you're not going to get your manifestation. It's not coming up because you're a victim or you're trapped. No, it's coming up because it's deep. It's deep in your subconscious. It's deeply wired in your body and your nervous system, and it's coming up for you to alchemize it. And so like for me with this example, I know lately I've been processing a lot when I sleep, and I actually set the intention that I'm like, okay, bring up anything I need to clear. So I'm aware of it. And I will notice in the morning lately, once I've been setting that intention, I will either have like very clear memory of my dreams, and I'll know exactly what I was shifting and what the connection is that I need to make. Or I will just have this like this morning, the pain, and I'm like, okay, something came up. I don't really need to know what it was. Let me just alchemize it. You know, you learn how to do this embodiment work. This is literally how we calibrate to what it is that we've decided we're ready for. And a lot of this is just, you know, releasing the need to understand everything logically, because where you're going, 5D is not logical. It's heart-centered. it's not going to make sense to your human mind. And I did a reading on Facebook yesterday and was talking about that. You know, a lot of the time we struggle, we have so much resistance in surrendering because the mind doesn't understand. So like the fastest way to surrender is to just get in your heart. It's an immediate release. It's an immediate surrender. And the more you can practice this, you'll feel it. And the more you do it, the stronger it will be, and it will be this whole body sensation. And it's once you start living your life like this, you don't want to be in the mind because it doesn't feel very good. You're like, oh, when I'm in the heart, things just work out. Oh, when I'm in the heart, my health condition's clear. When I'm in the heart, I'm magnetic. When I'm in the heart, I feel good. I feel expanded. I'm vibrating higher, all of the things. So this is really where we're going, really, really letting our hearts lead the way. So that feels complete. I just wanted to share that with you because I'm sure, you know, everyone's going through this in their own way. And I just wanted to share with you, you know, how I clear that and what, you know, how I interpret physical things when they come up, and just give you a tool for how to shift it quickly, and just remind you that you are a badass and your heart space is so freaking powerful. Start utilizing it. You have everything you need within you to create the life that you deeply, deeply desire. You pulled cards that talked about essential oils related to the heart. Perfect timing. Yes, so aligned. I love it. Yes, so I am sending you lots of love from my heart to yours, beautiful friends. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful morning, and I will connect with you again soon. Bye.